Hi there friends, let's play some Curious Expedition 2 together. What is this? It's a roguelike history exploration game. It's about the Paris World Fair, the historical one where the Eiffel Tower and everything was seen the first time. So we'll play the intro expedition together so you can see all the mechanics, and the beginning of the story is also in there. Let's go through it all together. Depending on how you like it, we'll play more of it. The morally certain are fools, but we must act like fools at times if great things are to be accomplished. Victoria Merlin. That's her. I was returning from a routine expedition to Peru when we spotted a great storm brewing on the horizon. The crew prepared to divert around it, but I glimpsed something inside. Land, an island in the middle of the Atlantic, where none should be. So what we'll do here is uncover a lot of land, have some random encounters, some of them more deadly, some of them less deadly, and for all of it we have to pay. Over the protest of the captain, I gave orders to head for the island. Trembling but compliant, the crew steered us into the heart of the storm. The tempest raged with an unnatural fury. A strange fog enveloped us, and lightning crackled all around. The vessel was almost torn asunder by the crashing waves. Yet just when death seemed certain, we emerged from the maelstrom into an almost perfect calm. We need to explore the island. What will we find there? Directly ahead lay a lush tropical island. The storm safely behind us, we prepared to lay anchor and see what wonders this new land held. Also, I have to say thank you again to Maschinenmensch, who gave me this copy of the Curious Expedition 2. So, you can see here you have some sort of resource here. And you use up that resource by walking and discovering. Once you walk around, you'll uncover more of the map that is hidden here. If you go to some hills, you'll see more of the map. And mountains, on the other hand, may block your path. But that's something to worry about more later. If you go through thick forest, you need a little bit more of these sanity points. Each move costs. And there's also a minimum cost for moving at all. Just gonna move around a bit. You can also have different waypoints. And you can also stop it in the middle of the movement, pressing panic escape button. We're just gonna walk around here, as you can see. Ooh! There's something over there. Unknown location found. We have to move within 2 tiles to reveal it, and then we can see if we can enter this mysterious thing. In this case, it's a shipwreck in the middle of the land. Extremely mysterious. Let's explore it. I came across an astounding discovery. The wreck of what looked like an old British naval ship. I couldn't help but wonder how it had come to rest here. I don't like that go of this. Steady on, friend, take care, and will come to no harm. With every step we took on this strange island, we seemed to encounter another mystery. Search the ship. Carefully testing the rotten planks before entering, we made a thorough inspection of the ship. After a time, we found several items of value. Take everything. We have a first aid kit and some chocolate with us. That will be good for the sanity. That would be good to stop bleedings. We can get dynamite and shovels. With that we can destroy mountains. And we can dig some holes. And we can also use it in combat. Yeah, there's also combat in this game. We have a dead end. We need to use the dynamite. Boom. Now we can cross over. Let's see what we found. What's there? There's some ruin. See shortly. Look, We've met some people. A small group of indigenous people hurry to our location, seemingly drawn by the sound of our dynamite. This place is inhabited? Yes. They seemed as shocked to see us as I was to see them. Yet once the initial wonder wore off, they demanded to know who we were and how we got here. We could tell them a little story of our great magic, or we could tell the truth. What are we? Let's tell the truth this time. Using gestures and a friendly manner, I managed to calm the natives and show that we were but simple travelers. They welcomed us with friendly smiles. So we get some standing. Standing represents the reputation with the locals. What happens if you boast a little bit? It can fail or it can succeed depending on what you roll. And then you might get a higher bonus or you might get a negative, which is a little bit of a problem. After a short time, they made it understood that they must continue their journey. Before they left, they gave detailed instructions to their village, encouraging us to visit. Show the village on the map. And it's here, just on the other side. There's something interesting here as well. Ooh, look at that. It's a big island. Wow. Let's first explore this lower part, where they told us of their village. Maybe let's go here first. And if this gets too low, like this thing, low sanity. You get that warning, and there's also a chance that you will have negative events. So let's eat something. A little bit of something. A sweet treat after a long day. Let's enter the village. We approached with caution, but they welcomed us with open arms. It seemed word of our arrival had already reached the village. We come as friends. Interestingly, they did not seem as shocked by our strange appearance as I would have expected. One would almost suspect that we were not their first foreign visitors. Good rest? Nah, not yet, not yet. So, by means of the tutorial, as you can see, everything is beautiful here. We can trade. There's something. A woman from the village unrolled a mat, revealing the village's trade goods. We can barter. We can offer extra items to get to 3 standing. We might need chocolate, though. I don't know if we would need so much dynamite to get to 3 standing. With 3 standing, you'll get an audience with a chieftain of this tribe, as you can see. That's what we wanted to reach. But there's also more. Like, this is discounted. An elephant tusk. We might trade that later. This is also discounted. A dream mushroom. As you can see, it costs only half as normal. It lets max sanity decrease, but yeah. Permanent psychological after effects. Maybe we'll not take this. There's other things. An improved spear, or a spiked club. Pointy spear, spiked club. 50-46. It's something. A religious icon. I don't know. A horse hide. Yeah, but it's also not the best deal. We just want to get to a higher standing. Let's do that. I settled on a trade with the natives. Let's meet with the ruler now. I strode into the hut where the ruling council held their hearings. An elder stepped forward and greeted us with a warm smile. We were allowed one request. We can recruit a local here to have more people in our party. I requested the favor to gather any who were bold enough to join the trek. We can have a scout or a priest. Scout increases viewing distance and has, you can see here, some fighting skills. The native priest, on the other hand, can terrorize enemies or use divine reckoning and has increased max sanity. It's an interesting choice. Normally I go with a scout, so I want to show you how it goes with a scout. There's also this capacity. It shows what they can carry, and they also have 2 slots where they can have special items. So let's go with a scout for now. Yeah, we want to confirm our scout. Seeing more is a big advantage in the game, and I would usually take this, but the priest is also an interesting choice. My request granted, I bowed to the council and left them to their business. Let's exit the hut. I emerged from the hut blinking rapidly as my eyes adjusted to the light outside, and we should rest now. We unpacked our belongings and prepared to spend the night with the natives at their campfire. That evening, the villagers were planning a ritual dance that seemed to serve as an appeasement of their gods. They called these deities the Palikao, a strange word sounding foreign to their tongues. Apparently these gods were builders of great magic artifacts. I was invited to join their dance to honor the great builders. I considered carefully. Refusing might offend them, but a false step would be an even greater insult. And there we have to roll to succeed. We have very good chances with 3 dice, and 2 sides of each would be okay. We need a green dice to succeed. Let's roll. Yeah. Just succeeded. The rhythm was entrancing. To my surprise, I managed to follow the complicated pattern without missing a step. We gain even more standing. Look how cheerfully we dance. Careful of the fire. It's so hot. It's dancing. It's dancing as we are. I finished the dance with a flourish, and the natives erupted into cheers, clapping me jovially on the shoulder. They gave a gift to show their appreciation. A spear. Oh, nice. That's a good weapon for our new scout. The evening's activities complete, we settled in for a quiet evening by the fire before retiring to our bedrolls. Can equip our spear. And Victoria could equip that, because we don't have a weapon personally. Here we go. The evening's activities complete, we settled in for a quiet evening by the fire before retiring to our bedrolls. As you can see, we are gaining sanity as we rest, but it also costs us some standing. But as we danced, it's all okay. I rested in the village for a few days to recover. I felt an undercurrent of trust here. Oh, we want to trade again, maybe. Let's barter. Let's see what we can get. We also want something for our scout. Maybe the spiked club would be something. Have some variety. I mean, the spiked club is hellishly expensive. For chocolate. Woof. Yeah. We have to do it like that. But now let's rest again to bring this to full. Prepare for the night. That evening I approached one of the natives in an attempt to learn their language. Once she understood what I wanted, she was delighted to teach me. Yopevoku. The Zimev Zamano bi Levim Yok. I've always found that the locals of any place are delighted to share their culture with strangers. One must simply take the effort of reaching out. That's a tricky vowel sound, though. Though there wasn't time to make much progress during our short stay, it was a beginning, and I believe the lessons were a pleasure for us both. Thank you, Pilano. Good student, she said. See, the travel start cost is 5, so there's that. I recovered in the village for nearly a week. I felt an undercurrent of trust still. But not for that long anymore. We'll leave now. The natives seemed indifferent to my departure. Of course. We've overstayed our welcome a bit. Now let's manage the trek, and we want to give... Let's see. Oh. Oh, well, let's give the big game hunter the weapon. Because the scout may leave us at the end. Because he just would miss his homeland. So the question is, to whom to give what? The big game hunter is definitely better with some kind of weapon. So we want to explore more. We have something to explore here. Or we could go up there. But there's something left to explore, and we're explorers. So we will go and explore. We found something. What is it? Yeah, with so much dynamite, you might wonder if there's something behind here, right? We'll go to the... Yeah, maybe... we'll go here. Look at that. We can approach the stone statue. I had discovered a granite idol, its massive face impassive and calm. The great thing filled me with dread and curiosity in equal measure. Valuable offerings, apparently placed by local tribesmen, were strewn about the base of the statue. Now that we've visited, I think we should examine the offerings. Oh, look at that. Horse hides and a religious icon. Provides comfort to those willing to show faith. -1 loyalty for non-locals if we take it. Or if we give it to them. Yeah, but in general we want to take it now. Took what was useful of the items we had found. Let's see. If this can be brought to someone. Ooh, decreased loyalty 2 times even. The horse hides. But we cannot wear it. But we're using it now. We're using it now. So we cannot get here. We would have to destroy at least these mountains. I mean, we could try that, right? It's is something. Could we? Always wondered what's behind there. We'll all die. There's absolutely nothing here. All right, you know. Now let's go back up there. 57, 54. I'd like to have a plan. Let's go here first or here first. Don't know. Let's go to the side here first. It's a very long walk. It's something... Something interesting might happen now. Oh. As we ventured deeper into the wilds, Bahiom stopped short and pulled me aside. It seemed that we were nearing a site of some interest. The old remains of what he described as the Pale Travelers. It certainly sounded worth investigating. Show the location. Oh, there's an old camp here. That could prove very useful. We can move once, and maybe we'll find something to eat there. explore the camp. Approach the abandoned camp, hoping to find supplies and possibly answers. Unfortunately, a group of scavenging hyenas was already there and attacked on sight. Now let's roll the dice. Select an attack die. Yeah. Now the thing is, you can combine attacks together. So we could have this special thrust for an enemy. That's a normal attack. Just pierce them. We could attack again. Boom. We can re-roll. Blank dice are added automatically, so here the blank dice. We can select that, because we don't need healing at the moment, and then re-roll the dice. Wow, that was a good roll. We will inspire the anthropologist. Might makes right. This character's attacks are now much more powerful. We can double punch the enemy. Boom. Took the first hyena down. So it'll give us some loot. And of course it will not attack us. But this one will. Ah. We'll finish them. Let's roll. What do we have here? Adds a vulnerability. That also adds vulnerabilities. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's attack here. Tally-ho. And flank. Spare thrust. The haymaker. Boom. Got this. And 9. And let's re-roll. Oh. Just great. No. Pick the dice. Yeah. End the turn. Ow. Both poisoned. Let's roll again. Weak punch. Punch and squelch. Yeah. Good night. Well, we got a lot. Let's take it all. We took what we could and cautiously approached the old campsite. Perhaps there were valuables that the hyenas hadn't destroyed. We can promote a character. Select the big game hunter. Promote her. So these experience points that we gained here. Character is now stronger. Go back. Took what we could and cautiously approached the old campsite. Let's search the camp. I ordered a search of the area, a feeling of dread prickling the back of my neck. I hoped my trek would avoid the fate of these sorry explorers. We find whiskey. Oh, that's very valuable. And an old diary. And a silver vase. Among the camp stores I found a tattered field journal. Within were the notes of an unknown adventurer. Reading the account, it seemed he had fallen prey to the arrogance of many explorers and met his death after rejecting warnings from the natives. Typical. I did come across one intriguing passage. Enormous structure, architecture unknown, technology far beyond our own, let alone these island savages. What purpose could it hold? He went on to give detailed directions to this strange structure. Fascinating. I simply had to visit. Show it on the map. What's up here? We should investigate the ancient structure. We should also get our health up. Let's have an examination. He is injured. Has an infection chance of 5%. We are also injured. But he's injured more. Much more. Yeah, let's use the first aid kit and heal him first. Felt much better afterwards. And Victoria Malin. Oh, we also made her feel better now. Okay, okay, well, then we'll heal both now. It's very important to avoid the infections. They can really bring you down. I mean, look, the Wispy is very, very powerful, but it has a backfire chance. You can get a trait that is negative for you. So, there's that. Look at this. I opened the diary once more. Reading the account, it seemed he had fallen prey to the arrogance. Yeah. And that's where we were. Now, eat some chocolate for now, because it's risk-free. Let's see now where we want to go. There's something here, an unknown location. We'll get there. Or should we just get into the middle of it and then there? It's also a possibility, but we might want to get onto this hill to see more. See how that works out for us. Oh, look. It's indeed something we can see. There might be something down here. Hidden in the moors. Is it worth visiting? There's something, I think, where we could rest. A waterfall. This waterfall was quite enormous. The water cooled the air, creating a fresh breeze. We prepared to camp for an extended rest. Morale was low as I sat by the campfire. The urging of my comrades, I told a small anecdote of my travels that evening. I told them of an incident from my travels in Egypt, where a linguistic misunderstanding had led me to propose marriage to a local guide. He let me down gently enough, but it was a lesson to always take care when navigating the local culture. One never knows what dangers await. The guides did lead me to some fascinating tombs, though. After days of rest, we still enjoyed the sparkling effect of the falling water. The natural beauty here was breathtaking to behold. We'll leave. We have no time to lose. Well, indeed, we have some time to lose. We can go into the middle of this swamp. We are explorers. We want to explore as much as we can. Yeah, of course, we also want to go to the ancient structure. But we're not speedrunning here. Oh, look, there is something hidden in these swamps. 1710, 1620, 21. We could go here, then we can leave very easily later. Let's drink some whiskey. Oh, we got an alcoholic now. As I told ya. We could promote him. The anthropologist. Here we go. Let's return and approach the shaman hut. Approach an old rickety hut. A native shaman calls from inside his wild-eyed stare, boring us from the shadows. We can ask for cleansing, which would make him able to lose his alcoholism, but yeah, the question is if we shouldn't rather trade for something that would keep us alive, because we still have a lot of whiskey, and so no problem. The alcoholic will be okay. As if time was moving slower for him, the shaman got out a box and presented his wares. Let's barter. Oh, we can go for this Yeah, I know that we should explore the ancient structure. But we have this wound-closing mushroom here with healing abilities that might come in very handy. Now, below the gold coins, you see these little medals there, and these give you renown later on. Will be very important. A native trinket, a religious icon, euphoric mushroom, coca leaves. Yeah, maybe some coca leaves. They also have side effects, but whatever. Whatever, really. We'll sell these hides for them. And the teeth. And maybe some meat. Yeah, let's go for that. Took some effort, but I made a deal with the shaman. Enough. We need to keep moving. Yeah, indeed, we need to. And we have much increased loyalty from all the whiskey now. We can rest at the waterfall again for a bit. So we'll wait here. And then we can rest good and explore from there. First maybe the west coast, and the east coast, and the middle of it. Let's approach the waterfall. Let's rest here. I fell asleep to the soothing sound of the bubbling water, the cooling spray on my skin. In the morning I felt ready to tackle whatever would come next. Yeah, I know, we should explore the ancient structure. Here we go. Getting back our sanity. Very helpful. The days of rest, we still enjoyed it. This beautiful, beautiful place. Let's go to the coast a bit. So there's nothing special here. That's the unknown location, but maybe we should explore more, don't you think? We still have some whiskey. We have some coca leaves. We are set, basically. Let's go over here. Decreased loyalty. Oh no. See, that's the risk of going so far. We can approach the burial ground. Approach what seemed to be a sacred burial ground of the locals. I felt an uneasy shiver run down my spine. I'd heard stories of the consequences of disturbing sacred ground. Yeah, but sometimes... We're typical Europeans. We'll dig. Nobody's looking. We found a mummy. And another vase. Let's take it all. I've also seen most things here. I can make it a little travel, maybe. So we can see more. No? Maybe? There's so much to see still. All right. Sanity is over. And there's still something unexplored up here. Now the thing is why I'm not going straight there. Because it's always a nice challenge to explore everything. And you often find a lot there. Some really interesting stuff that you might otherwise miss. So, I feel wonderful. Oh yes, oh yes. We'll approach this ancient structure. The haunting shape of the structure was like nothing I had seen in all my travels. The purpose was unknowable, but it seemed that it might be some kind of great ancient machine. As we approached, Bayehom began to tremble, panic on his face. He frantically warned us that their Palikao gods would not tolerate intrusion into this sacred place. Should calm his worries. I mean, if we're really, really lucky, then we might get him to join us. No luck. The more we talked, the more Bayehom was convinced I was a fool. Eventually he had enough. Spitting curses, he fled the site, leaving us to our fate. Approached the altar. I approached the controls of the machine. A strange dread filled me as I drew closer, but the idea of turning back now was unthinkable. As I lay my hand upon the central crystal, a great creaking and clanking filled the air. The surface grew hot to the touch, and a ghastly purple fog began to pour forth. I fled that place, the billowing fog chasing me back to my ship. I still ached with curiosity, but one must survive if one is to make great discoveries. Run! What is that? The void? We're carrying too much. Yeah, we are indeed carrying too much now. We'll just drink that. The void is behind us. We must hurry back to the ship. Run! 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 Let's eat some coca. And hurry! Run! It's following us. If we're in the solid thing, then we will be devoured by the void. So we have to escape. It's swallowing the whole island! Must find out what it is. We're never going to make it. Oh, yes we are. But it's closed. Look at that. Coming after us. What on earth is that thing? Giant fangs! Oh, goodness me! Our turn. We cannot flee. We have to fight this thing. Pick a die. Cracking wallop. We could stun. That's a good idea. And we can combine it with a die with the same color. 8 and bleeding? Yeah, please. This boosted attack is much stronger. See, 20 damage and 41% chance for stun. Don't forget to use your boosts. Yeah. Spare thrust, heroic haymaker. Human understanding. Could heal. We could. Martin is really good at this. Should heal him a bit. And reroll. Well, we cannot reroll. Cannot pick a dice. Let's end the turn. Ow! She's stunned, he's poisoned. What's going on? Let's roll! Oh, that dice is stunned. That's not good. It's not good. We'll inspire the big game hunter. And take it out. The creature was dead. The path to the ship clear. I sprinted madly for it. The breath burning in my lungs. What's going on there? Ah! Run! Run! No! As you see, I planned it so that we would avoid this. Set sail and escape! The dark fog had almost overtaken the ship as we scrambled aboard. the captain hurrying to set her in motion. As we sailed away, we watched as it rapidly swallowed the island behind us. I do not know what would have happened if we had stayed, but I did not want to find out. After a time, the fog itself dissipated, leaving empty ocean behind where the island once was. What new strangeness was this? Set sail for Paris. I arrived in Paris with a sigh. During the past weeks I had thought of nothing but that mysterious island and the great machine I had found. I ached to return, but needed to resume my role as director of the Exposition Universelle in Paris. I would have to find someone else to uncover the island's secrets. And that's us. I pondered the challenges ahead, the difficulty this new explorer would face. Lunatic, adventurer, or traveler. And I have almost no experience with the game. Let's try lunatic. There are always more explorers. After death, restart the current year with a new party. Death consequences: wipe year, restart expedition, wipe campaign. After death, the campaign is over. Nah, we don't want to do that. Wipe the year, restart the current year with a new party, restart the expedition. After death, return to Paris as if nothing happened. I think that's fine. So that gives us a chance to learn. And also to have a consistent story. I don't really feel safe with this, but it's probably the most hilarious thing to see me fail. Here we go. Gathering together the most accomplished explorers in Paris, I looked closely at each. Who would become my new right hand? A big game hunter or the anthropologist? Let's go for the anthropologist. Scientist of native cultures creates anthropological studies that generate fame as you learn more about a tribe. We also have this guy here. Translator is with us and a native shaman. Let's start. Now we've arrived in Paris, France, in the year of 1886. These are our companions, this is us. I looked upon the expedition grounds with a smile on my lips. Malin had chosen me to uncover the secrets of the islands. I vowed to not let her down. My heart pounded with anticipation of the fame and glory that lay before me. But first I would need to hire some assistants. I entered the famed Boussole Cassée, the broken compass, and surveyed my surroundings. Renowned as a meeting place for would-be explorers, it was a likely place to find eager adventurers to join my trek. Let's recruit. I gave word that I was looking for reliable companions to join my expedition. Soon I had gathered a small set of candidates to choose from. We have a British soldier who is also claustrophobic. Minus 15 max sanity in caverns, but more damage when using guns. A cook who's mercurial, extreme feelings of loyalty or disloyalty. He can fight, definitely. A Roma trader decreases prices slightly when bartering. And that could help us. If we want good relations with the people, to have a translator and to have a Roma trader and a native would give us just what we need. Victoria Boswell. Did I truly want to recruit Victoria Boswell, the Roma trader? Yeah, absolutely. She smiled warmly and bowed, her jewelry jangling quietly. I welcomed her gladly to the team. Can help you strike good deals. Very nice. Stepped again into the thrum of construction of the exposition. The constant activity was invigorating. And we can now select the new expedition, and we'll do that in the next episode. Thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel Can signing out. I hope you had a lot of fun. I certainly had it. And we're going to go into the real expeditions in the next episode. See you soon and happy gaming.